Hey, hello everybody. It's Bob Tolly here at OG Gamers Live, OG Gamers World, and we're back. And as many of you know, I was recently given a brand spanking new generator, and that begs the question: how big a generator do I need to run my home? Well, that's going to depend on your home, but if you're like the average American nowadays, more than you think. A lot of these sites, especially on social media, they're spamming us with ads. Uh, you know, prepper ads, be prepared, blah, blah, blah. And they're showing us these little battery powered inverter, what they call solar generators to run your entire home. Folks, they won't. There's no way. I realize that most newer homes are more energy efficient than my old shack here that I live in. However, a lot of you have the same stuff. You have an electric hot water heater, you have an electric stove. I'm on a well. I don't have city water. I don't have natural gas. I don't have propane. But the two biggest things that draw electricity are, in fact, the typical hot water heater and your clothes dryer. The dryer is not on this list, but let's switch over to it so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I, in fact, do have a 40-gallon electric hot water heater, and it's rated at 4,000 watts. That's what it pulls when it's on, heating water. Trust me, if my finances ever change, I am going to get rid of that and do something different. The largest thing by far in my home is, in fact, my clothes dryer. They pull up to 5,000 watts at 30 amps by themselves. So if my electricity goes off and I want to run my home right off the bat, I've got a problem. I've got a 7,000 watt generator that 8,000 watts peak, and just my hot water heater and my dryer alone far exceed the limits of that generator. Add in the fact that I am on a well that pulls 1,000 to 1,500 watts, and that puts us at 10.5 just for the well, the hot water heater, and the dryer. Now, I realize in an emergency for just a day or two, we don't have to have the hot water heater and the dryer. But what about an extended period of time, say like during a hurricane or tornadoes where the power lines are down, and it might be a week or two or longer before they get the electricity back up? Yeah, then it poses a problem. I've got into this because I have so much problems with the electric provider in my area that many times I've had to resort to running a generator just to keep from losing my food, being able to do work. Because I work from home. I do content creation and video editing, audio editing, and stuff like that. And if my electricity goes off or my internet goes down, then I'm not working. And if I'm not working, I am literally starving. So yeah, here's a quick list of how many watts a typical item uses. Now, in my house, we're going to come all the way down here to the common light bulb. I don't think there's anybody left using a common light bulb. All the light bulbs in my house are now LED smart bulbs. And other than a few that I use for video, the rest of them don't use more than 9 watts. And I usually have them set at 50%. So 4.5 watts. I could literally run every single light in my place, including my yard lights, and it wouldn't pull 250 watts. So we're safe there. Now, I'm a little above on their computer. They rate their computer. They say the average computer pulls 800 watts. Well, to be fair, most average computers, unless you've got a really big gaming system, won't ever pull 800 watts. I'm the other end of that spectrum. I have one that's built for audio production and video production, and it can pull up to 1,300 watts by itself. Most of the time, like right now, it's pulling about 125 watts. But if I was to put it under a full load, doing some hardcore video editing and rendering or extreme gaming, it could get up to the 1300 watts. So just be aware of that. If I was to take the electric hot water heater out of the equation and I was to take the dryer out of the equation, then my Duramax XP 8500E would in fact run my entire home. It would run my heat, my AC, all my lights, my refrigerator, my freezer, computers, TVs, and I'd have plenty left over. The other thing where I run into a problem is if you're going to cook, the average electric stove pulls about 1500 watts, maybe more depending on the stove. But even with the electric stove, as long as I have the hot water heater off and the dryer off, then I can run the rest of my house. So I hope that helps. For those of you that are wondering exactly how big a generator I would need to run everything in my home, continuous, 17,800 watts continuous is what I need. So I'd want probably about a 20,000 watt continuous generator. I'm trying to rake up the money to go solar, but I'm running into problems there because I'm not seeing inverters in the size that I need at a price that I can afford. So anyway, till next time, this is Vitali over at OG Gamers Live, OG Gamers World. Y'all stay safe wherever you are in the world today. And I will include a link in the video description to the generator that I have. And if y'all need one, y'all can pick it up there. Y'all stay safe. Till next time, I'm out of here.